Keep backing up. Keep backing up. Almost there. Nailed it. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Bairx. Welcome back to Star Citizen. So, if you see this wonderful, beautiful, fantastic thing in front of me, this is my Retaliator. Now, the Retaliator base isn't in the game at the moment, so if you buy that, you get the Retaliator bomber as a loaner ship, which is what I have. I bought the base because it's like a Swift Army knife. You know what I mean? It's a modular ship. Got a million and one things you can do with it. And the Retaliator bomber, I'm not knocking it. It's a fantastic ship as well, but I love the Retaliator look. Looks really like stealthy, sleek type of ship. And on top of that, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I want to do a little bit of trading with it. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll throw a cargo module in there, or you know, maybe make it like a little mobile base and stuff, a little drop ship type of thing. Put some living quarters or some stuff in there, a little drop person bay thing, or if I wanted to bomb, I'm pretty sure this is speculation. Don't take this all for like, oh really, that's all the cool stuff. This is just a thing, but I think it also has like a torpedo bay type of thing. So it could, I'm pretty sure it can also kind of um, double for the Retaliator bomber too. Now it is a bit cheaper than the Retaliator bomber, but I would say it's around the same or maybe a little bit more if you end up purchasing all the modules for it. But there are no current modules for it. We don't exactly know, but they've said some stuff that it's going to be able to do. So we get a general idea of some of the modules you can put in it. So um, I'll take you through this. I'll let you have a look around the outside of the ship. Now, in flight, you see these big, basically thrusters lifted up. Now, when you take off and start going forward, and well, more or less, actually just pull up your landing gear, those swing forward. So those go down. So like the ship looks like really, really sleek. It's a really nice design. I really love this ship. When I seen it, I was like, man, I gotta get this thing. It looks so cool. I don't even care if I like can't really use it for much. I had to get it because it looks so cool. Um, and I mean, it is a monster. This is more of a large ship. Um, but yeah, it has a lot of turrets on it. A lot of turrets. So you have a turret under the front here. All the way in the back there, you see a turret there. Then it has a turret up over here around that wing, and then also on the other side. And then, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. And then one up on the top there. So I think it has a total of 5 turrets, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, it doesn't have any guns, like, for the pilot, per se, as far as, shooting missiles or, regular guns. This is more of like, well, it's a bomber, so it has big torpedoes, and you basically have like your buddies or org mates, or you hire NPCs to basically defend your ship for you, gun while you fire off rockets. And how you get in this ship is pretty cool. There's this is also right here. This is the docking coupler, if you want to, guess, go about it that way. But there's two elevators that go to each side of the ship. But they come down, and that's how you can get into it. Then you just use the elevator and get hoisted all up into the ship. So now with this ship, I will say this. I mean, this is like at least with this one, not the Retaliator base, but this is the Retaliator bomber. So I'll take you on a little tour. It's not, it's a, I mean, it is a large ship, but it's not like super, super huge or anything like that. Okay, so this little room right here, right behind the torpedo bay, or rather right in front of it, this is like the engineer station. So you can have like an engineer come up here and like use this, and it'll open up and stuff like that. I don't think I can do it in the hangar. Yeah, I don't think so. But anyways, this table folds up kind of with a display, and it allows you to, do like adjust things for the ship, like the shields and, various, like, I think this allows you to also like distribute power to like weapons or shields or, different things like that. So any ship that has an engineering station, it just allows you to do that. So over here, I mean, this is just the one turret. You can go up into there. Seat will come down, and that'll be that. Right here, this is another turret that's in the back towards like this is, I believe, the rear one, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So you get thrown down into there, and then over here, this is the other side of the wing thing, so you can end up going into that turret on that wing. And then, here's the torpedo bay, which actually I don't think I actually, yeah, hold on, I'll go in up here. So you can go actually, I don't remember where that was. Oh wait, never mind. I'm not even thinking. So this is your back torpedo bay. There's a front one and a back one. So the very back one you can't enter that I know of. But the front one you can. So here's your little your docking coupler and stuff. And then with that, here's those two elevators just so you get a reference of where we're at. And then here is where your torpedoes are. So I mean, as you can see, they're huge. These are big, size 9 torpedoes, and you have 2 ready to launch, and then this cycles over and gets those 2. So you have, I believe, a total of 6, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So these things are like meant to basically take out capital ships. Oh, and I want to do this. I definitely want to stress this because I literally almost made this mistake. So when you are flying, either you or on somebody else's, or you're flying, tell your buddies and remind yourself that while you're flying, when you go to lock onto something or do whatever, these bay doors open. So when you're flying around, this will be this will be flat open space right here. You'll drop out of the ship. So don't don't go running in here to, like, I don't know, check it out. I mean, if you want, you can stand right here and like, have your buddy fire off a torpedo just to see what it looks like and stuff from right here. But yeah, if you step out into here, you're going into space. So just be careful of that. It is kind of amusing, but yeah, both those side bay doors in the back and here the bottom bay doors open to obviously launch the torpedoes. So here, we got a nice little shower, bathroom, toilet, sink, first aid, some more lockers, I guess. And then, in case you're wondering what these things are, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure that's like where you load the torpedoes in. But I mean, I could be wrong, or it might be. Actually, no. You know what? I think I know what those are. I think they're the like modules to like turn this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, um, after you shoot one, this thing will like rotate, so your like new set of payload is ready to go. So I think that's just what these are for, to like rotate. they don't actually have a purpose. I'm just, it's not just aesthetics. So I'm like, trying to uh, tell you what these big things are for too. Um, but yeah, as you see here, I mean, big torpedo window. These things are crazy. I've watched them. I've shot some things with them, and it doesn't end up pretty. So over here is the captain's quarters. So we, the captains get to chill here in their own little private bunk. And then there's also a ladder here that goes up to, I guess, the crew quarters. Now, if I'm not mistaken, also there's also a turret up here too as well. This is the top turret. If I'm not mistaken, um, these these are beds, but I think they also I think that if I mean I could be wrong, but I think I remember one of my org mates or somebody saying that they think it also doubles for escape pods. I can't remember, but like yeah, you can. This is kind of where where your crew gets to chill out and stuff like that, and yeah, you just open them up, crawl inside, and then if something happens, I believe you can, use this as a, the escape pods and stuff. But that I cannot guarantee you on. I'm just repeating what an org member said. So here's your bottom turret for the front nose, and then obviously your cockpit. Okay, right here's the cockpit. You just hop in like this. Everything folds up and around and out, and boom, there you go. So, um, like I said, I really like this ship. It's really nice. You got a lot of different display, HUDs, panels, MFDs, whatever you would like to call them. Um, and you have you have some decent vision in the cockpit. I mean, I feel that it could probably be a bit better, um, but it's not bad. I mean, and it flies really nice. It's really fun, and like I said, um, if you have a bunch of buddies with you and stuff, it's really cool. You can sit there and just, you know, um, go dock a dock all day with the like 5 turrets you have to defend this thing, and on top of that, um, for bigger ships, if anybody is new, I'm gonna give you guys a little, I guess, tip with, larger ships. Obviously, smaller ships are going to be faster and more maneuverable. You can't, in this thing, you know what I mean, like take it out and like start dogfighting, maneuvering. It's just not meant to do that. Um, it's meant to, well, I mean, this ship in particular, the bomber at least, is meant to, help damage and take out capital ships. The torpedoes in it are massive, and if you fire one at a small ship, it will one-shot it. If you fire them at a medium ship, it will one-shot it. If you fire them at a large ship, it will either severely cripple and or one-shot it. And if you fire them at a capital ship, it will not one-shot it, but it will do tremendous damage. I would say an entire payload would definitely cripple and or disable it. I don't think it'll blow it up, but it will definitely cripple the capital ship and disable it. So, I mean, it is a ruthless bomber. Really nice, really sleek. But, yeah. So, for the most part, like I said, man, I mean, I just wanted to show you guys this. This is the other ship I got. Not this one in particular. I'll show you that when it gets implemented, but this is the Retaliator bomber. It got given to me as a loaner because I purchased the base. And the base basically doesn't have a torpedo bay. The whole inside is basically just gutted. And it's a modular ship, and what that means is there's different things you can equip in it. If you guys are new or you don't even have an idea what I'm talking about, modules are just different parts of the ship that you can put into it or attach to it to extend the ship or whatever. Kind of like a ship called the Endeavor is a really big ship, and you can to the back of it, or I think to the middle of it or something like that, you can attach various modules to it to do different things depending on what you're going to do, or your play style, or what you plan on doing for your job or whatever. But with a module ship, it's kind of like a multi-role ship because it allows you to do various things instead of just sticking to one thing. And that's one of the reasons that I got the base. Just like with Elite Dangerous I play. I really, really love my Federal Corvette for anybody that plays Elite Dangerous. But, I mean, I spend more time in my Conda just because it has just a way better jump range, way more versatile, way more, multi-rolled. And I can't stand the jump range on my Corvette. I love it. It's my favorite ship, but it kills me. So it's kind of like that. That's one of the reasons I got this. I'm just going to use it for like my day-to-day all-around type of ship. And depending on what I feel like doing, I can always just change out the module. If I don't feel like going and fighting, or I don't feel like doing cargo running or this or that, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I can just swap whatever module I want out to do whatever I feel like doing. So I would say it's a definite great buy. It's a very good ship. If you get the bomber, I mean, you're sucked into basically just that. You're going to be torpedoing people, taking down. I mean, you don't have to just take down, like capital ships or anything like that. But I mean, you can take down anything you shoot at. But like I said, I mean, it's a really great ship. It's not super super fast, but it does have a decent amount of speed to it. It's not really slow, but it's not really fast. Um, it's not super maneuverable, but the tip that I was going to give you guys is if you hit C, it'll take your comm stack off, or comm staff, or whatever it's called. But basically, it doesn't have any auto correction type of thing. It's kind of like flight assist off if you play Elite Dangerous. So it'll allow you to fly backwards, or if you're flying forward, it'll allow you to flip and spin while keeping your forward momentum and then just continuing backwards. In bigger ships, my tip is to definitely do that, or just right off the bat, like fly backwards. If you see people coming at you, I mean, the chances of them coming over to say hi or want to inspect your ship, from what I've seen so far, are slim to none. Now that could change, obviously, when deaths matter and insurance matters. I mean, people will be a little bit more withdrawn from doing stupid stuff because it'll cost a lot for them to, be dying and, replace their ship, even if they have lifetime insurance. You're still going to have to wait depending on what ship you were in, because they're going to have, like they have now, a spawn timer of, when you can spawn it after you've died. And the larger the ship, the longer the spawn timer. And the thing is if you like repetitively die, let's say you buy it again, you just bypass the wait time, and I don't mean buy, but you can throw up a little bit money to just bypass the spawn timer. What's going to happen is that's going to keep accumulating, and your spawn times are going to be ridiculous before you can respawn your ship or reclaim it, or whatever you want to consider it. But I would say with that, people aren't going to be as dumb, because it's going to cost them a lot of money to be dumb. And if they don't, they're going to be sitting at the station doing nothing, because they would have went through all their ships being, trolly or griefing, or stupid, whatever you want to say. So I figured I'd throw that at the end for you guys, just so you know. And as far as the tips, yeah, fly backwards. If you see people coming over to you, hit C, and just start boosting backwards and lock on and just go to town. One more tip and trick is if there's multiple people, these will one-shot people. So you can lock on a total of 4 torpedoes. So if you have a total of 4 people, you can lock on to all 4 people and send 4 different payloads out at those people, and it will wreck all of them. Like, it'll send all of them at once, all 4 of them. So, I mean, just so you know, you can do the same thing with missiles or anything in any ship. You can lock on to multiple people as long as you have the payload for it, and the things are like out for them, if that makes sense. Like You know, like, I don't know, like for instance, like if you're only in like the Gladiator that I showed last video, I think you can only lock on to like 2 people with a torpedo because it can only fire, I think, 2 at a time, because then it has to reload those 2 and then fire those 2. Um, I could be wrong. I've never really tested that, but I know with the Retaliator you can lock on to 4 people at once. Anybody with current payload deployed, so to speak. Nothing in reserves or anything, just whatever is on reserve, ready to go. So anyways, guys, that's the Retaliator bomber. I have the base, and I wanted to show you this. They pretty much look the same, but like I said, the torpedo bays are gone. That's all gutted and allows you to put whatever you want in the ship. If you have no modules, then there's just nothing there. It's just the ship, right? There's just nothing there. It just becomes kind of like a cruise liner. It looks pretty. That's it. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the love and support, and we'll see you guys next video. Take care, all. Much love. See you next time. Later, all.